This is a quick video on how to add a photo onto a podcast for YouTube. So real quick, these are the files that I had for Carpet America, as well as the photograph that you sent me. And here is the Carpet America Take 3. So I'm going to take both of those and drag them into the bin down here. I already have its own little test. It's called Carpet America Test. So here is the podcast, here is the photograph. I'm going to take the podcast and drag it over here, and voila, it shows up into the first audio line, and it's going to go all the way to the very end. And here is the Carpet America, and if you remember, the video is on top, audio is on bottom, so I'm going to put it actually onto the V2 over V1, and I'll show you why. So when I zoom in, whenever you drag like that, what I just did there, and drag it, and I just zoomed in with plus and minus. When you, if you notice that the resolution is a bit different with the PNG that was sent as to what a regular 1080p frame size would look like. So we need to zoom out a little bit, and so I'm going to double click it. It's going to show up in the top left. I'm going to go to Effect Controls, and its scale that we want to, I'm going to click on the actual scale, and I can actually move it back and forth, and I'm going to move it just enough so I see everything, and there we are. Now notice, because this, I can tell that this was for SoundCloud, so you put it into a square, which makes sense. However, if this is going to be YouTube, I highly suggest that it is in a 1080 aspect ratio. And so notice that there's two black bars on both sides. So say you wanted to use this photograph and you need to continue. I'm going to show you that right now. Otherwise, you need to start to reset these photographs for widescreen. Say if you actually wanted to elongate these names so it goes across the entire screen and not just stays in the center. But again, if you are on a time schedule right now, then let's figure this out. So down here in the top left, I'm going to go to Color Matte from New Item. Go to Color Matte. And yeah, you want the 1920 by 1080. That's usually standard, so don't worry. You should just be able to click OK. It just does whatever is actually in here. And I'm going to move this all the way down to the bottom left to get the white color. I'm going to hit OK. We can just call it white color matte, and it'll show up whichever bin that you are in. I'm going to drag that now underneath, and now it fills in those two black areas. Holding Shift, I'm going to bring both out. I'm going to zoom out by hitting the minus button. I'm going to wait till I see the red arrows. I'm going to drag it all the way out until I get to the very end. So it is at the very end. Everything should be there. So yay. So this is good. And from here, what we need to do are two things. You need to render it, and then you need to upload it. So what you are going to do is go to the very end. You can just hit the down button, and it will take you to the very end like that. And you hit the letter O button, and that is the out. The N, which would be I, it's already at the very beginning. So I go up to the top, and I go to Sequence. I go to Render in to out, and it's going to render the entire file. So this will take a little bit, so I'm going to pause the video now, and then we're going to come back to the YouTube. Alright, now that it has been rendered, you need to export the file. Go to the top left, go to File, Export, Media, and here we are. There's going to be three main things that you want to look for. First off, look for the format. Out of all of these, you want to look for H.264. I click on that, and then next I'm going to have the preset just set to YouTube 720p. Don't go 480, that's just too standard def. You can go 720, which would technically be medium definition, but for this argument, well, let's just say it's high def. So you click on that, And then lastly, you would change this to Carbon America rather than Take 3. You can put Carbon America video, and then you come down here and hit export. Now when you click this output name, see where the file actually is, as sometimes if you've done some other projects in another area, it's going to show up differently. So I already exported it actually. So here it is. It's the Carbon America video, and my YouTube channel is right here, and I'm going to go to create, upload videos, and then from there I take my Carbon America video, and now it is an H.264 video, and it's uploading relatively fast for being a 30-minute podcast. That's not bad at all. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions.